Here's an interesting idea from our Reddit. We have a David Pakman Show subreddit, davidpakman.com/Reddit. We'll give you a link to it. And one story that was submitted is an article in Salon from David Diane about how the post office should provide banking services. This is a very, very interesting idea. And there's a white paper from the U.S. Postal Service which suggests implementing postal banking in the United States. What is postal banking? Postal banking is something that exists in many other countries, including Switzerland, Britain, Japan, Germany, Brazil, Israel, South Korea, India, where people can obtain basic banking services at the post office. This could include check cashing. This could include what else? Depositing money, ATM type services. And the idea of this is that there are millions and millions of people in the United States who are unbanked. About 10 million households are unbanked. 24 million additional households are underbanked, meaning they don't necessarily have access to a actual bank. They end up going to places like pawnbrokers, payday loan services, which charge outrageous fees and really do prey on the poor. And this would have a twofold effect. Number one, you're providing much needed banking services to lower income Americans. But number two, it would stabilize the Postal Service. Remember that the Postal Service has this outrageous requirement that is imposed on it and not on any other company that is similar to the post office, where they have to pre-fund retirement accounts for their employees 75 years ahead of time. So when you hear, oh, the post office is going broke, it's not really going broke. It simply is having trouble meeting this outrageous requirement of funding 75 years of retirement programs. So, assuming we can't change that, which we should, postal banking could also provide the post office with much needed stability, and also it would have an identity fraud prevention effect. Recent data breaches at Target have confirmed that we don't necessarily have the best payment security systems in the United States. And one of the big issues with this is that we don't have these chip and pin credit cards widely distributed. I just got my first chip and pin credit card. These are standard in many countries around the world. And one of the reasons why we don't necessarily have them yet is that not all retailers and banks are equipped for them yet. The post office, if they were to launch banking services from the get-go, could go directly to chip and pin services and dramatically increase payment security. I think this is a fantastic idea, and we'll post a link to the article and white paper so people can look at it.
It seems like a good idea. I mean, if it's used in other countries and the model works, I don't see why it couldn't work here.
Well, you know why it wouldn't work? Because UPS and FedEx wouldn't like it. They want market share. They don't want more people going into post offices. Wall Street won't like it. Payday lenders and check cashing places won't like it. A lot of corporate interests that stand to lose money won't like it.
That's true. That's true. Maybe even the big banks wouldn't like it, and we know the power they wield.
Absolutely. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this. So much to talk about today. Great interview coming up today as well.